side, Vincent van der Meer. Adrian Gray not down to a finish as yet. Van der Meer playing in his first European tour. He's tried qualifying 12 times as Gray sets up perfectly to lead himself tops. Double 8 for Van der Meer for the first leg on the board.
Game shot on the first
there
leg.
It is. Vincent 14 darter. Solid start from the Dutchman.
Game on.
Very solid. Gray was the favourite to win this match with the majority of bookies. 8-11 favourite, there or thereabouts. Van der Meer at even money or so. Van der Meer priced at 500 to 1 outside of this tournament, but he's got the first leg on the...
Well, Gray has got a vast amount of experience. A quarterfinal of the Grand Prix. You're going back a long way. 2007.
22.
Following year, made the quarterfinal of the Desert Classic in Vegas, but he's played at the World Championship a number of times. Last time we saw him at Ali Pali was the 2009 World Championship. Knocked out in the first round by our co-commentator Paul Nicholson. 3-0. Man who was delighted to have it pointed out to him earlier on.
41.
Adrian Gray's never beaten him in his professional career. Can't say that about many people. Oh, he's gone now.
He's slipped out the door like a thief in the night. Find his way around this
100
venue, the Multiversum. It staged this tournament last year, but not before that. Just the second edition of this tournament to be staged here
59.
in Vienna. We had previous editions in Vienna, Neustadt, 2 of those. Justin Pipe winning the first in 2012. Van Gerwen in 2013, the champion, and then Vincent van der Voort, the champion of 2014 when it was staged in Salzburg.
100.
Yeah, we did have one in Innsbruck as well. It wasn't called the Austrian Darts Open, it was the European Darts Match Play, but that was the Austrian leg of the Euro Tour, and that means that it's an opportunity for the Austrian players with 4 host nation places, but with Adrian Lewis's late withdrawal from this tournament, there's 5. The big news is that we have 3 of the 9,500 dart-playing siblings, the RJ Rods, who have qualified. Roby John, you know him. Roxy James Rodriguez, you probably know him. Fantastic nickname, the Chainsaw. But Rusty Jake, just 16 years old, and possibly the best player out of the lot of them. Oh, that has fallen out the 60. A little shuffle to the right to see if he can slide that underneath.
40.
Well, it was underneath, but far too far.
Yeah, Rusty Jake up against Richie Edhouse in the last match of tonight's session from 7 o'clock. We have the usual format on the European Tour. 8 matches this afternoon, 8 matches to look forward to, and then the 16 seeds join the fun tomorrow. So Gray here looking at 72.
Double 18 it is.
Game shot on the second leg, Adrian Gray. The leg is for Vincent to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, so 6 Austrians in action this weekend. The 5 host nation qualifiers, 3 of the RJ Rods. We've also got
Christian Callinger.
Callinger taking on Wayne Jones and Zoran Lurchmacher, a Hypercane, as well as Mensur Suljevic, who enters tomorrow with the rest of the seeded players. It is the number 16 seed, Steve West, who awaits the winner of this one. And Van der Meer giving as good as he's getting. 11 times previously tried qualifying for a European Tour event, Van der Meer, and not done it. 12th time lucky. Can he convert that into a bit of a run? I've seen players go on and make the final session of action on their debuts on the European
96.
Tour. But Van der Meer, when you look at his CV, I mean, there's nothing there that would suggest that he's going to go and put a dream run together, but you can't rule it out.
100. Vincent, you require 170.
Well, we'll rule out the 170 for now. Yeah, we had that instance in Riesa last year where Jordi Meywisa played Ryan Meikle in the 3rd round. They were beneficiaries of withdrawals of Michael van Gerwen and what have you, and
Darryl Gurney, wasn't it, with his wrist injury?
140.
So that helped them on their way. But you're quite right, we do, or have had, instances of players coming through, making it to the final day. Van der Meer still looking at double 16 here, but Ray might just sense an opportunity now to break for the first time.
Well, what route will he go? Well, pretty standard. Treble 19 or 15. Went the 19s route, but couldn't find the treble that he needs. So Van der Meer, having taken out double 8 in the first leg,
requires 16.
Looks at it again. Double 4.
Game shot on the third leg.
And that
Vincent
will
Van der
do.
Meer.
Bump of the fist. 2-1. 3 consecutive holds of throw. Adrian Gray coming through qualifying for this. Bowls convincingly 6-1, and then saw off former Lakeside world champ Mark Webster 6-4.
99.
Plays a lot of his darts soft tip nowadays. He's out in Japan a lot. He's just been competing in France, tournament won by the great Paul Lim recently.
World Cup.
Just hero.
Just hero.
You don't even need World Cup to prefix it.
Yeah, Van der Meer was impressive in qualifying as well for his first European Tour event. He beat Max Hopp 6-3, and at a time when Max Hopp was playing well and in high spirits just before that World Cup campaign, and then he saw off another World Cup player, Yanis Selakoglu of Greece, 6-3.
Yeah, this is by far the biggest occasion in Van der Meer's darting career.
140.
First saw him at the Belgium Open in 2006 WDF event. But, I mean, he's never gone beyond the quarterfinals of any recognised tournament. And his winnings prior to this weekend were just over £1,000. Well, he gets £1,000 for being here. That puts into context, you know, and just by winning those 2 qualifying games, he's picked up as much money.
Yeah. Yeah, it puts it into perspective. But you mentioned Gray and his soft tip. I mean, he made a few $1,000s out of that, didn't he?
It's a lot of money. I mean, he's very big. He's one of the best soft tip players in the world, Adrian Gray. It is a different game.
42.
There are obvious similarities.
But that Darts Live Asia Open, $15,000 for that. Is he still called the Conqueror, by the way?
I believe so. He's from Hastings, isn't he?
Hence the name, which is Rob Cross's neck of the woods.
It is. So on penultimate game of the night, Rob Cross against Andy Jenkins. Probably the game of the day on paper.
Yeah, I was just chatting with Paul Nicholson earlier, and that's the one he highlighted as well. Rob Cross is just having a tremendous year so far. Let's see if Gray can take this out this weekend. Yeah, a measure of progress that Rob Cross has made. I mean, people have talked about it at great length, but the fact he'll be seeded for the next Euro Tour event next week in Leverkusen.
140.
As far as transitions go, the fact he was in the Challenge Tour last year, it has been absolutely seamless.
It has been better than I think anybody would have expected from Rob Cross. Back-to-back semi-finals last weekend in Wigan, and
66.
Only in his last 5 tournaments, Rob Cross has won one of them, gone out in 3 semi-finals and a quarter-final, and he's only lost to the winners of the tournament.
Yeah.
136.
And usually only narrowly. But we will see if Rob Cross can continue this rich vein of form he's having. Look at this from Gray. I think Stephen Bunting managed to do it as well. I think Max Hopp might have managed
100.
to do it. Certainly made the final day. That was Max Hopp's breakthrough a number of years ago.
Yeah, I mean, Stephen Bunting had a really good first year on the circuit when he made the switch over from the BDO, and everything that Cross has done is just totally eclipsed what Stephen Bunting achieved.
The big question that we've got with Rob Cross is what's he going to do on the TV, big TV stage long format. We saw Stephen Bunting in his first year go to the European Championship, beat Phil Taylor in an absolute belter. But Rob Cross has qualified for the match play. He's going to be there. Get to have a look, and nobody wants to be with a very dangerous unseeded floater.
100.
Step to the left-hand side there.
Not moving Van der Meer. Now for double 10.
50. Adrian, you require 112.
112. Beautiful dart. 20 or 12. It's 20 for double 16.
$80.
Well, he took his time.
Vincent, you require 10.
So Van der Meer to hold throw once again here. Double 5 he wants.
Game shot on the fifth leg, Vincent van der Meer. Sixth leg is Adrian to throw first. Game on.
And on we go, 3.
Chris Quantock and Paul Rowley up next this afternoon. We've got former world champion. It should be. Former world champion Christian Kiss against Jamie Bain. A very rapid thrower is Jamie Bain, Scotsman. Lee Bryant, who we've already mentioned, will take on Zoran Lurchbacher, one of the host nation qualifiers. Rene Idams, the Cube, man who terrified Michael Van Gerwen in the first round of the World Championship a couple of years back. He's up against Justin Pipe, the Force, who won this title. The very first incarnation of the European Tour as we come to know it.
129.
Back in 2012 when it was held in Vienna, Neustadt. Ronnie Huybrechts and James Wilson will be a cracker. Christoph Ratajski.
He's not qualified again, has he?
Christoph Ratajski, well, it's not even worth asking the question, Malarkey, because we have an East European qualifier. Christoph Ratajski turns up and wins it. That's how it works.
The European Tour, his pension plan continues to pay fruit.
Christoph Ratajski is
52.
Emphatically answer the question, who is the best player in that sort of Eastern European bloc of countries? Because nobody can stop him at the minute. And nobody can stop Adrian Gray firing in the first maximum.
80.
Yeah, the crowd waiting patiently for that one, but they're on their feet now. Just taken a while for them to get going here at the Multiversum, but they're on their feet after that opening 180.
Adrian, you require 164.
Oh, even with that 180, he's got problems here. Because he's not going to take out the 164, and Van der Meer should get one dart to break. Gray missed a dart to break in the last leg.
This require 80.
For the first break of throw and to open up a 2-leg gap. Oh, has to be. Oh, he's not. He's gone 17.
40.
Well.
Adrian require 104.
Most players would have gone 25 for bullseye there. Not an easy shot, but
a bigger area to go for.
Wow. Great dart. Double 16.
88.
Adrian
really thought he was going to get punished there.
You require 40.
Well, for the second leg running, he's missed a dart at double 16 for a ton plus check out. And Vincent van der Meer for 4-2. Double 10. And does not miss it this time. Vincent van der Meer 4-2 up on his European Tour debut.
Game on.
Well, we said he picks up a grand just for being here, and that's pretty much double the amount of money he's won in a decade playing darts. Win this.
Double it again.
It's stratospheric.
100.
An exponential increase in Vincent van der Meer's career earnings.
That'll be another 180 though here from
140.
Last dart. Taking a deflection.
$108.
Well, he just seems to have found something here, Van der Meer. Got the cushion, got the break, and he's got a 180 on the board as well.
$81.
Yeah, the Eastern European qualifiers were staged last night here in Vienna. I say here in Vienna.
60.
Not quite in Vienna. We're on the outskirts of the Austrian capital.
It's Vienna enough for me, Milan.
It'll do.
100.
Needed to find a second treble to force Vincent van der Meer to use the bullseye route here. As it is, he'll leave himself perfectly set up, and Vincent van der Meer may be about to go within a leg of a debut win on the European Tour. 12 times it's taken him to qualify for one of these.
140. Vincent, you require 24.
But he's 5-2 up. 13 darter from Vincent van der Meer. That's the best leg of the match we've seen, and he is one leg away from a meeting with Steve West in the second round.
Yeah, how many times though have we seen it where a player in Van der Meer's position,
123,
on the cusp of great things, on the cusp of a victory, and then just suddenly the tension becomes very, very evident indeed.
35.
And there we see an opening salvo of 35, bang on cue from Vincent van der Meer. So a chance here for Gray to press home his advantage, but not really going the right way about it so far.
55.
Just 55, so not punishing van der Meer for that 35.
100.
And Adrian Gray, 50% on his doubles. 2 that he'd missed were at the end of 3-dart combinations for ton plus checkouts. He's just not given himself enough chances because Vincent van der Meer has
60.
just outscored him and not really allowed him many opportunities.
Yeah, and that's why you'll see that Gray has a fairly healthy average of about 93 or so, but distorted by the fact that he's not really got himself into that many positions. Needs to get into a position here, though. No, 186 remaining.
So he doesn't want to go 20s. Could go 19. Gray looking comfortable in this leg. I think the finishing has been all right. It's been all right.
Oh, it's in.
Single 18, it has to be.
97.
You need to go for the bullseye.
With van der Meer on 187. But making inroads here. Yeah,
137.
Sizable inroads as well. Just a little pressure on this double 16. He's missed it a couple of times already in this match at particularly crucial moments as well, but he finds that one.
9 leggers for Vincent to throw first.
Just when he needed it most as well, 5-3.
Well, good leg of darts from Adrian Gray, but he's going to have to find 3 more, you feel.
50.
Just the 50 for Vincent van der Meer. This is where Adrian Gray's experience can come to the fore.
100. 140.
Just to reassure you, the crowd did acknowledge
60.
that 140. There was applause, but it seems to be very faint on the output. So don't be disturbed by what seemed like a lack of appreciation from the crowd.
Clap along at home. No. You're all watching, you know what a good shot is. You don't need these lots to tell you. Better from Gray.
140.
Again, it's one of those visits where he's hit a couple of trebles or one treble and he needed another one, crucially, to get down to a finish.
97.
And he's not been able to do it. It's always just been one dart shy of what he needs for the number of visits, Adrian Gray. This is good, though.
82.
Again, it's
Vincent, you require
the dart's
74.
not quite where it needs to be, and it leaves 119, which is an absolute brute, but he may not get a go at it. Oh, he is going to get a go at it. 20 for tops. Vincent van der Meer, so concerned about moving it over to the side, 34. So it wasn't in the way of the double top. And he misses the big number entirely. It's a mistake from van der Meer, but will he be punished? Double 20 for tops. He will not be punished on this occasion, and Vincent van der Meer gets
47.
match darts. It's taken him 12 times to qualify for a Euro Tour event. He finally makes it, and he wins his first game as well. Vincent van der Meer, a 6-3 winner over Adrian Gray, a man with huge experience and massive, massive credentials in the soft hit game, unable to win his opening match on the European Tour. Vincent van der Meer, though, what a start for the little Dutchman. He is through. He will face Steve West tomorrow. Right now, we've got an all-English affair as Chris Quantock takes on Paul Rowley for a place in the second round here at the Austrian Darts Open.